What's going on, everybody? Republic Cinema here, and in this video we're going to be going through a recap of every Transformers figure that has been revealed over the past week or so from the Studio Series. So to start off, we're just going to do a recap of all the Studio Series figures that were revealed last week at New York Comic Con, starting off with the Studio Series Hatchet, which was a figure that was somewhat revealed 2 years ago, but also at the same time has been delayed multiple times until now, and he's finally here. He looks great, and I can't wait to get my hands on him. For any of those who got the other two Dreads, this will be the last one to complete the trio, unless a proper remold of Crankcase comes around. After that was the reveal of Rise of the Beasts Double Punch, which is basically a repaint of Scorponok. Now, some speculated that he was supposed to be the blue Scorponok paint variant from concept art, but it ended up being the red one. It turns out that there was a name mix-up between the different color variations of Scorponok and the concept art, so of course Double Punch was meant to be the red Scorponok variant. But in the future, I hope we get a blue and gray and a green and sandy repaint of this figure, as it would be great to see 4 paint variations of the Scorponok mold in total. Next on the list is the Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Skywarp, which, unlike Starscream, is repainted into a black and purple paint, as of course Skywarp is black and purple in paint. But this time around, rather than a sniper rifle, he comes with a quad launcher, as it seems. He also comes with the same mace accessory that doesn't necessarily look all that great on him. But anyways, I can't wait to see what Thundercracker looks like later on down the line in 2025. And lastly, for the New York Comic Con reveals for Studio Series was the 86 liter class Galvatron, which some people were hoping that it would be a remold of the Kingacy leader class mold, but it ended up being just a straight up cartoon repaint. There's like no new tooling for this figure, no articulated fingers like Springer. They didn't even bother to remold the legs, as the legs were kind of inaccurate, but at the very least they got rid of the clear plastic on the orange barrel of his fusion cannon. Now, if I were you, the only reason to get this is either if you missed out on the other versions of this mold, or completely get rid of the Kingacy version, as this would serve as a replacement. Now, despite that I own the Kingdom Galvatron, I am considering buying this one just to do a review alongside him and 86 Megatron whenever he comes around. Also, I kind of think the paint scheme does look a little cool, but until then, I will not be getting this figure just now. I'm hoping by the time 86 Megatron comes around, he goes on discount, since it is quite inevitable for this type of mold to go on discount. And those are pretty much all of the Studio Series reveals from last week over at New York Comic Con. All of those figures from those reveals are out for pre-order right now, have been since Tuesday at multiple various online stores. And now we move to the official reveals over at MCM London, which were yesterday, starting with the remolded Bumblebee movie VW Bumblebee, and it looks beautiful. The painting and sculpting appears to be more accurate, and this time around there's only 2 accessories, that being the arm blade and the arm cannon, which is totally fine. There's no replaceable head mask, but like I said, it's alright. It would have been cool if there was a replaceable head mask, but that's not the case going on over here. And yeah, this figure does have kibble, but at least the backpack kibble is stored and closed in much better than the 18 Bumblebee. That one had trouble for some reason. Oh, and for the door wings, you can move them up and down, perhaps have them hide behind his shoulders for a sense of screen accuracy, so I think it's all great. Overall, a really great figure, and I can't wait to get him. And now we have the official reveal of Apeling, which did get leaked 2 days ago. Now, my first impressions were that he does not look accurate, because the identical chest piece from Optimus Primal threw me off. But now that I've seen the animation model from the movie, I can totally understand why the chest was left identical to Optimus Primal, as it is totally accurate to the movie. He does come with some accessories, that being his sidearm blades, which look really nice. He also comes with the chains, much like Optimus Primal. However, I think the painting is a little bit different. Also, he comes with the paint-accurate transwarp key. I wouldn't say it's the shape-accurate transwarp key, because the transwarp key in the opening scene, although it was orange, was a little naked, as it didn't have the outer metallic shell. But overall, it's great that they painted it orange for a sense of screen accuracy. So overall, I think the ape mode looks pretty great. Now for the robot mode, it kind of looks like the Studio Series Optimus Primal, just repainted to look like Apeling, but I'm not too big on that. And the head sculpt is basically the same thing, just with the battle masks. It's a cool battle mask though. Also, he will be the same size as the Optimus Primal, which I believe is a bit of a size inaccuracy as he was taller than Primal in the movie, but overall, I think it's a pretty cool figure. I will be buying this though. And one more thing for the first wave of 2025 will be a package refresh of the Studio Series 102 Optimus Prime. For those who missed out on the extremely elusive, buzzworthy Bumblebee release, you have the chance to get it through the main line with a better box art. Now moving on to the surprising reveals of Wave 2 for 2025 through the Space Bridge reveals, I believe is what they're called. They're kind of like the Star Wars pipeline, just Transformers labeled. But anyway, starting off will be the package refresh of the 2021 Studio Series 86 Jazz. I don't think it's the one with the normal plastic. It might. But since the original release of 86 Jazz did have clear plastic on him, I don't think that's going to be the case. Maybe not. We'll see. This is just a Space Bridge reveal. But overall, again, it's a reissue. So for those who missed out on the other releases, you have the chance to get them again. And now moving on to the official reveal of the Studio Series Dark of the Moon Q, we finally get to see what he looks like in figure form, and he looks great. He looks just as I was expecting him to be, as of course he would have to look like what he looked like in the movie, and I think they did a good job replicating that into figure form in the Studio Series, again crushing it with the Bayverse toys. He does come with two interesting accessories that I don't remember him using in the movies. I think it would be cool if he came with Ironhide's extra shotgun accessories, but overall a pretty great looking figure. Moving on to the reveal of the Studio Series Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Ironhide, of course, he is a complete reuse of the War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Ratchet mold, just some parts have been remolded and repainted to make him look more like Ironhide. Instead of a different weapon, he comes with a sniper rifle, much like the Gamer Edition Starscream. However, the sniper rifle does appear to look different, I think. But overall, he looks great. I can't wait to check him out. I am saying that as I have not gotten my hands on the Gamer Edition Ratchet just yet. And then moving on to another package refresh reveal, that being the Dark of the Moon Leader Class Shockwave, which is in dire need of a package refresh as the original released figure goes for a lot of money in the aftermarket now. In case you're confused as to why the paint looks like that, that's just the way his product shot looks. I'm sure the figure won't look any different from the original, and the same thing implies for the accessories. I think it's going to come with the same accessories too. And then for the final Space Bridge reveal, we have the Studio Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime, which I am both excited and skeptical for. On one hand, you get a big and chunky leader class, but on the other hand, you get a whole bunch of alt mode kibble, which I think the alt mode is supposed to look good if there's so much alt mode kibble that isn't hidden properly on the figure. I don't know if this is the design that the designers struggled with to make into an accurate figure form, but I understand they tried their best, and I think they did a good job. The head sculpt looks nice. His accessories look really great too. I really like how long the Sword of Judgment is, and I do like the way the shield looks, even though we cannot see it. But I'm just hoping he comes with at least two more accessories, that of course being the striker gun and the other sword that goes on the side of his hand. I don't think that's going to happen though, which is a shame, but it is what it is. And overall, I still can't wait to see what this figure is like. And with that being said, that's pretty much all of the MCM London reveals. For the figures that were not Space Bridge reveals, I believe they will be out for pre-order tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time globally. I'm not sure if that is accurate, but I will let you know via a community tab if they are available for pre-order. Now for the Space Bridge reveals, there has been no confirmation on when the pre-orders will go live for all I know. But whenever they do happen to go live, whether be it this year or next year, I will be sure to let you know. But now moving on to the reveals from earlier this morning regarding the 86 Constructicons, we officially have our first look at the Studio Series Voyager class Scrapper and the Studio Series Deluxe class Bone Crusher, and they both look pretty good. However, it's been revealed that the box art will be completely different by 2025. There are still some figures that will have the older box art, but it seems like this is the new direction for the Studio Series box art. Not sure how I feel about this, as I have been used to the original packaging for the past 4 years. But let me know what you guys think about this new style of packaging. And again, both pre-orders will go live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time globally. And for the very last Studio Series reveal for this recap video would be the Studio Series Devastator in full, but as a prototype, because for now there is not an official Studio Series Devastator with the proper paint, but I can't wait to see what he looks like in full green with a little bit of purple paint slapped across the figure. I know a lot of G1 fans are going to be super excited for this, so let me know down in the comments if you guys are. And I think that's pretty much all of the reveals for the Studio Series. And I gotta say, this video is kind of long, so I'm gonna have to cut it short for now. I do apologize if this video came out a little too late. I just wanted to wait until everything was revealed, and that I did. And here's the video. Let me know in the comments which figure you are excited for the most. And with that being said, if you like what you saw in this video, be sure to slam that like button, share this with your friends as well, turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss another upload. Let me know how I did in this long edited recap video, and most importantly, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Teo!